This is a bit of an unboxed video for the Rizoma Ligera, I believe, indicators. The only reason I'm doing this is because I really struggled to know what resistors I should get and what adapters, etc. I should get. Now this is for a BMW R9T 2015 model, so it does have, or did have, these type of indicators on it, and I didn't know exactly what I required. So therefore, I'm just letting you know what's in the box. It might help if you, with regards to your other bikes as well, because I'm going to go into the instruction manual that will tell you what resistors you need. So inside the box, it is quite nicely boxed, and that's the model of it. And this is just the one function one. Let me just pop that out. Okay. So you get the turn signal with this type of plug onto it. Now what I did was I bought the adapter that goes onto the BMW, so basically that will plug into your wiring set without having to splice it or go into it at all, and it just plugs straight in to that part and then plugs into your main wiring loom, which makes it much easier. Now, within the box, you get two resistors. Let's pull this out. Okay, you get two resistors, two nuts and a washer and a nut, and just a little cover that obviously goes on the nut. Now, and then within there you get the instruction manual. Now for the BMW R9T, all you need is, and it's within the instruction manual, is the one per indicator. Various other models you have to attach two, but it explains each one and each model. It's got loads of models within the instruction manual of what you need. Now this is for the 2015 model with the bulbs, and it doesn't need these resistors, which I initially bought just as a safeguard because I didn't know which one, whether it needed them or not. Now these resistors are actually for the 2017 R9T onwards, and you wouldn't have those one of those. You'd put those in, which are much smaller, but obviously you pay a little bit extra. I think it was £15 for these. And within the instruction manual it says these are the exceptional, and it's got the exception models, and if I don't know whether I can zoom in here, so it's got the R1927 on, and that's the product code you need. And as you can see, it says all the different ones there. That's the exception. Otherwise, it has very simple instructions of which way to set these resistors up. Now the only other thing that I'll quickly show you, so that's because it's hard to get an idea of how big or how small they are. They are bright. I've affixed them already to the back of the rear of the R9T, and I will be putting these ones on the front, and I will include that in there later, just show you what it looks like. But this is the difference in size in comparison to the normal bulb version of the R9T indicator. As you can see, it's very, very different in size. And hence I was changing it because I've got an Evotech tail tidy on the rear of the R9T, which when I changed it, which is much smaller, the indicators just look stupid. They're almost the same size as the rear light. Now just to give you an idea in centimetres, I've got a ruler here, and as you can see, so obviously if you were actually to take the bit that sticks out, you're looking at just over 4 centimetres, and if you want to do that in inches, we'll put it like that, and you can see, so with the thread 2.5 inches, you take it off, you're looking just over, really, it's about 1 3/4 inch, and they are, if I turn it that way, you can see about 1 centimetre wide. At the thinnest, probably 1.5 centimetres at their fattest. So that's the Ligera version. I'm led to believe they're all pretty small. The only other bit for the R9T, if you're interested in that, is I got all this from Piers Custom. And again, it said I needed these sort of adapters to put them on. Now for the back of my bike, bearing in mind it's got an EvoTech, I didn't need them at all. I'm going to see whether I need them from the front, but you get 2 of these and they're £6 each. So they're just plastic. So I'll see if I'm going to need them on the front, but we'll see what happens. Okay, that's it for now. I'll show you the finished product, and I hopefully will have some pictures of the before and after as well. Okay, this is the installation of my Rizoma indicators. This is my original one, and I've done one on the other side. Not got completely wires hidden away yet, but just so you can see, indicator is there. You can quite see that. But the wire for the indicator, where it plugs in, is just here. So that's your bolt where you have your tank. You could raise your tank, but it does fit in there. What I've got to do though is, because you have this extra wire and the resistor, I'm going to have it hidden away in there. Just come back out. I'll show you the end product. You can see how small they are. So that's the difference in look that you can see. And so this is the finished product. Seats slightly up, and these are where I attach my Krieger tank bag. But you can see that's the general look for the indicators. From the back. And from the front, I've done it with the original bolt in there. That's the sort of size they are. And then moving across. And on the other side. I don't think you'll be able to see it great from the front because they are so tiny. Brightness is just, so brightness wise they're pretty bright. So they're brighter than the originals. Right, I hope that's been of some help.